Stupid Garbage Podcast.
Oh, I like that.
However you want to do it, kid.
Thanks.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hello. I'm good.
Back at it again with the podcast.
This is our second of the day, is what Rob is trying to say, but...
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They don't know. They don't want to wait for more content.
I get that. Do you, when we record minisodes, do you upload them at the same day as other ones, or do they get their own day?
No, they're their own thing.
Ooh, what a dick squeeze.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
a jip.
Got to keep them coming back from where the first taste is free. After that, you got to pay one way or the other.
Except not, because we don't have enough sponsors to make you guys pay in any way.
I don't think you understand how sponsors work, but...
Well, sponsors would pay us, but then the guys would have to listen to
I have an impression of a 14-year-old Dominican girl stretching. I'm not going to...
What?
Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now, but when I do it, you'll know.
Okay, this feels racist.
Well, tell me when I do it, if you still think that. What do you have for the Minisode?
Nothing. I asked you if you had anything.
Jessica, that was the thing I had.
Oh.
It's going to fill up, as I told you, 20 seconds of podcast time.
Oh my goodness.
You have to fill...
Well, I would talk
minutes.
about current events. Speaking of racism, I would
9 minutes
bring up the crazy racism that's going on lately.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's like...
Summarize American
boring.
Racism in 8 minutes. Go ahead.
Let me try.
Go ahead, white girl.
Well, so...
Which is slang for...
What?
Yep, that's the question.
Which is... I mean, white girl isn't slang. It's... I don't get it.
Slang for cocaine.
Rob?
This hit that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold.
I think I said white girl.
Yes. Michelle Pfeiffer's a white girl, so it's... That song's about
I don't like
cocaine.
any of this. Also,
Bruno
I
Mars
grew
loves
up
cocaine.
in a sheltered little town, and we don't do cocaine
So
there.
anyway, I'm sure there are a lot of people
Don't tell people where I grew up.
who do cocaine in Westchester.
I don't know a single person that's ever done cocaine from my hometown.
Yeah, my ass.
Well,
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
don't know. I was friends with a lot of people who did
Racism.
a lot of drugs, and no one even like my drug addict friends didn't do cocaine.
Then they weren't drug addicts. What were they doing if they weren't? They weren't even bumping up to cocaine. They were smoking weed.
No,
you had pothead
I'm pretty
friends.
sure
You
my
had stoner friends.
like not boyfriend, but like the guy that I really liked for a little while, he
He leapfrogged straight
did
to
some
heroin?
shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did something really hard.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. What are you talking about? Racism? Democracy?
Oh,
in the
so
USA?
yeah, so like literally like this police brutality situation in the news. I'm really happy. Like there was an issue. I'm really happy that these bad things happened, but
Sure.
no, like there have been a lot of people that are saying like, what happens if your loved one dies in the time of COVID from a non-COVID related thing? Like it sounds really hard, and like, you know, people are not, and like the news that isn't like, if your news isn't as good as a worldwide pandemic, then you don't get featured on the news. And like that kind of sucks for things such as police brutality, who it's like, this is really important, but we're just going to gloss over it because
this is
of the...
being featured very heavily on the
No,
news.
it is, but I'm saying like there have been a lot of other things that...
Yeah.
Like there was something that happened in February that I didn't hear about until now that I don't remember what it was. Oh, like there was apparently like a bunch of people killed a black woman. A bunch of people. The cops killed a black woman in like a raid of her house looking for her boyfriend or something, or her husband.
Yeah, that was big news at the time.
I didn't hear about it. I heard about it a couple months ago, and then people were outraged that they hadn't heard about it sooner. So I didn't hear about it. Maybe you read more.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you definitely read more news articles, but I'm saying like
Anyway.
it wasn't really mass news. So in the news, like apparently, I mean not apparently, what happened was there was an issue with a woman who called the cops and like falsely accused a black person of harassing her, and then another story was that the police was trying to like hold a guy down for who they believe committed forgery, and like he fucking kneed him in the neck to like subdue him and keep him down on the ground, and like the guy was like, hey man, I cannot fucking breathe, and they were like, we don't care, and then he died. And everyone's losing their mind because with this, I'll do the second story first, but like basically all 4 cops involved in that whole situation were fired, which is great, but really that's as far as we're gonna fall. Like we're just gonna let them get fired. Like that happens to normal people on any day. Like they should be arrested for murder. Like that was just devastating. So I'm hoping that this will be good news for the black community, and finally white people will have to pay. That would be great, but it seems like I mean, it's not over yet, but I'm hoping that they will pay for what they did and we will stop fucking killing black people. That would be great. For literally no reason, nonetheless. Like, it's fucking crazy. And then the dude, do you have anything to chime in at all? You're really,
No. Because I don't want to cut into your time because I don't think you... It's a dense subject and I don't want to cut across your limited time to cover whatever you want to cover.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But also I encourage you to speak because I like you.
Good.
Anyway, so then the first story was that this woman in Central Park was walking her dog, and this dude literally was just like, hey, the rules of the park state that your dog needs to be on a leash. Your dog is not on a leash. Please put your dog on a leash. Mm-hmm. And she literally loses her mind, and she basically is like, I'm calling the cops on you. How dare you? And he's like, please do that. Call the cops. And then she basically... crazily, like, she starts off being like, hi, I'm in Central Park and this African-American man is harassing me, and then like as the phone call goes on, she's like, please, I'm in this place, I need help, and like she gets really frantic and crazy, and it was just ridiculous how, and like the dude did not move, he did not follow her, he didn't get closer to her, he didn't get up in her face, like he, again, we couldn't see him because it was filmed from his perspective, but he seemed like he was just super fucking chill. And basically the whole thing with that is that she's now in trouble because I think, like a false police report is a felony. So now people are like, okay. And this whole time when he was asking about her dog, she was holding her dog by the collar and it very clearly could not breathe. And it kept on like going up on its hind legs because it couldn't get enough air. And then like she eventually put it down, and then the dog basically started like choking and coughing, trying to catch its breath. And then it like snarled at her when she tried to touch it again because it couldn't fucking breathe. So that was for me like the hardest thing to watch too, because it's got some animal abuse in there. And anyway, yeah, so apparently they're like, okay, she got fired from her job and her dog was taken away from her, and that's how she was punished. But again, this woman literally was caught committing a felony, and like, yes, maybe she thought she was being harassed, but I don't think so.
Yeah, also, I mean, but to be fair, not to her, but to be fair to the system, man, that was 2 or 3 days ago. So if she is going to be tried for a felony, it's not going to be in the next 24 hours.
Well, I hope she is, because I feel like that's super not cool.
Yeah.
Also, like, it was weird. I'm not sure how I feel about this, and like I spoke with my mom about it, who is also a white woman.
Yeah.
And I was saying, like, people are like, oh my god, this woman is using her white privilege and she's abusing it, and like, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think it's like a white privilege thing. I think it's just her being racist. I don't think it's like...
Well, I don't know.
She didn't like bribe a cop. Like, she wasn't like, hey, I'm white, so believe me over this black dude.
But she was trying to. She was trying to say there's this African-American guy, so hurry up and come protect me.
Oh.
This guy is...
Like,
This guy's
white.
committing the crime of being black in the park.
Okay.
Send a police officer and arrest him because he's asking me to follow the law.
Yeah.
And also he's black.
Okay. Because I feel like because as you know, like, I do a bunch of stupid shit all the time too, and like I wouldn't do like racist shit, but I feel like if I, like, I don't know, I don't know if I really do anything out of like white privilege, so it to me is like hard to tell what that even is, especially because I obviously have white privilege and I don't know when it's being used, I guess. But I saw that video and I was like, I don't think she's being a racist and an asshole. But I don't know. I mean, if she's trying to convince the cops that because this guy is black, he's a bad guy, and, you know, she's innocent and doing no wrong because she's white, I guess that's white privilege, but...
Billie Eilish.
What?
Bad guy.
Oh.
That's her song.
Yeah. No,
That's her theme music.
But yeah, anyway, so...
Bad guy.
I'm gonna have to go and sit with what white privilege means.
Why don't you go sit,
But
regardless of what you think about?
I am sitting.
Go have ice cream.
Go have a nice sit. I actually would love some ice cream. I'm gonna go do that.
Go have a popsicle.
But yeah, that's what's been going on in the current events, and like I would love to do something about it because I feel like we're terrible.
Ay, papi.
Yeah, that's racist.
My impression.
I don't like
A
it.
14-year-old Dominican girl
We're
stretching.
literally talking about racism, and then...
Well, then I won't do it again.
Yeah, thank you. I don't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, again, like, racism is bad, obviously.
Except for that impression.
It shouldn't... It should not exist, obviously. But, like, this is getting to a point, like, literally people are dying because of the color of their skin, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And, like, everyone is like, yeah, this has literally been happening for centuries, but now that social media exists, you guys are like hearing about it more, which is what you've said about mass shootings. Like, they're not a new thing, they're just being featured more. But like, I don't understand how people can literally see this racist shit happening and like literally people are dying. It's not like, oh, my dad, you know, made fun of someone for the color of their skin, what an idiot. It's like, no, this is literally killing someone.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, my dad or anyone's dad or whatever making a comment about someone's skin seems, innocent enough, but obviously it's
hilarious, good fun.
Exactly. It eventually will be dangerous as well. But
yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah,
so
no, that's what I'm saying.
I accidentally, as I was sitting on my phone, kind of, I don't know, clicked the voice to text feature as we were just talking.
Oh, no.
And what it picked up was, call, but I don't know. I mean, if she's trying to convince the cops that because this guy is black, he's a bad guy, and she doesn't doing the wrong because she's white. I guess that's White Privilege by Billie Eilish, Bad Guy Music. What white privilege me when you go to sit and have ice cream. Would love to do something about it because I feel like we're terrible. I don't know, but I feel like, again, like racism is bad, obviously.
That clip should just be what this podcast is. You should delete the rest and just keep that.
The voice of our time. I don't think we can sum it up any better than that, so I think
that was great.
That's pretty much where we got to leave things.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. See you later, pod racers.